Fantastic. There we go. Excuse me. I'm still recovering from the flu. But I'll just adjust this mat down here. That's a bit better. And I got one of those anti-fatigue mats, but it sort of wanders under my desk. Oh, and this light, I don't have a halo on, but that light's aiming at my art, so I haven't quite worked out how to get it up out of my little face cam. We'll work on that. Oh, today's coffee is oomph, which sounds appropriate for my needs. So, what's the desk looking like? Let's see if we can get a shot of the desk. Which one's that? That's that one. There we go. Apart from the coffee. A mess of pastels. I don't know how else to describe that. A mess. But we're going to use those for working on his arm today. While I've been using pastel pencil all around her arm and on their faces, I just need to, excuse me, crack on. I decided I'd do an early stream today because normally I'm not coughing first thing in the morning. It sort of builds up. But isn't that typical? You go, oh, this will be a good thing. Let's just organise some pastels here. So, yes, titanium white, and this is Payne's grey. Excuse me. So let's there we go. I wonder how I should do the shot. I might let's just zoom out a wee bit so you can see it in context. All right, so I've got the rest of his shirt to do as well. But today I just want to work on his arm and hand, and we might just start off with some titanium. I quite like this here to set up a camera so you can actually see, particularly when I'm doing pastels, the colour choices I'm making. Been looking at a new webcam. But for now, it's just good to be back in the studio painting. It's been a nasty influenza. just get some of that shadow. Should just check that I'm not just going to make sure I'm not blocking the shot. I seem to be in a good position. That's all good. Just trying not to get my head in the painting. I just need to capture some of that edges. There we go. I'll just use a little applicator to just start shaping his bicep. And because the light's hitting directly on into his skin there, I'll just crack on with some little bit of white underpainting. And we'll just map in with some white to begin with. Try and find the correct position of the muscles. So, excuse me, dear oh dear. So this is week 4, I think, of this stinking flu. 4 weeks is far too long. I had a friend who was asking after me, and you know, it was very nice. He was asking sort of each day, you know, how you doing, buddy? And I'm like, well, actually, I'm not doing so great. It's like, how many times can you say that? And he came to the conclusion I've got long COVID by week 3. I'm like, it's only week 3. I think you come up with those ideas when you're like 3 months in. No, you know, you've got long COVID. Okay. just try and find where those muscles are, and the sinews in his arm. And the shape of how that arm works. So I've been reading some art history lately. Done a lot of reading lately. Lying flat on my back. I read one about one of Leonardo's works and its journey through history, and the story led me to how the Nazis were stealing artworks all across Europe. And the bizarre thing is they're not the first to do it. I thought, this is appalling. But the next book I got out on art history is all about Napoleon and how the French Revolution sanctioned stealing art across Europe. It's terrible. It's absolutely... It's just appalling. They're stripping the culture. Art is part of the culture, and these people felt it was their right, that they were now the bastions of humanity. Doesn't that sound familiar? People thinking that they're the chosen ones. Don't they know that's Frodo Baggins is the chosen one? Not them. Anyway, so but it's fascinating learning all about the artists of Venice, and the painting that gets stolen is so a lot of those great works, the patrons were the church, and they wanted their church to look particularly flash, so they'd have this artist do this massive painting, cover a whole wall, and it's called The Wedding of Cana, and was a masterpiece of its time. Here I am just playing with pastels, sort of beginning of my journey. Although I must admit, I've since the exhibition, a lot of what I do, I do a painting and then it goes in the box. So I have a big cardboard box, and the painting comes off here, goes straight in the box, glassine cover over the top, and then I move on to the next painting. And it wasn't until the exhibition that I framed a dozen works, and so now I've got them displayed, or some of them displayed around the house, and I look at them and I go, actually, David, that's pretty darn good. So, who knows? Another 10 years, I do not think some church is going to say, we've got a 28-foot wall we want you to do. Normally that sort of stuff is done with spray paint these days on council walls. Anyway, it's been great reading about the artists of the time and the lengths they went to get the pigments they wanted. Ultramarine. Have I got some ultramarine here I can show you? Let's see one. Yeah, thought so. So this is, let's see if we can get that in the shot. Can you see that? Yeah, there we go. Ultramarine. So ultramarine means over the sea. And it came from Afghanistan. So you can imagine from Afghanistan getting this stuff to Italy. Would have been quite an expense. Lapis lupus, I think, is the technical name of the stone. Anyway, a lot of the artists would use other blues that were cheaper, but over time they would discolour and go sort of brown. So the painting, the sort of history of the painting I'm reading about at the moment, in the contract that the church had with, what was his name? Veronese, I think was his name. The contract said that he had to use ultramarine, which he did. The contract also said he had to procure the pigments at his own cost. Just amazing. But they fed him. That was the deal. That was part of his contract. He would get a meal a day. Free food. When you're an artist, someone buying you a coffee is a really good thing. So shout out to Neela, who sponsored this video and who bought me a coffee. Thank you, Neela. Okay, I think we're... Oops, don't want to put too much whites down. This is this layer, you know, like if I just scrape along here, you'll see it doesn't really blend much, so it's we can easily just push this into the paper. It's not thick and sitting deep on the paper. Oh, there's that warning about the bit rate again. Don't know what's going on about that. Too bad. Coffee. My coffee's going cold. One moment. I've decided I really like this tone paper. Can you guess why? My word. Doesn't that remind you of turquoise? Great for shadows. So, okay, that's enough white. My son very kindly, let's get a shot of this. Where's that thing? Is it this one? Yeah, there we go. Oh, and we'll just pull out a wee bit this way. My son 3D printed me these paper towel holders for my roll, and so I can just quickly change my roll. And this is what every pan pastelist needs. Something to clean your applicator on. So there you go. He's quite good at, you know, he's made me trays and it's really great. I'm going to use some yellow, I think. Just have a wee look at that reference picture. Maybe we'll just start with some ochre actually. Oranges. What is that colour? Is that diary light? Yes. Maybe I'll get some red decisions. Yeah, let's just get some, put a little bit of heat. While we're at ground zero here. Oh, hello Donna. Lovely to see you. I hope your foot's a lot better today. It seemed to be a week of injuries. That needs to come. It's not right. It needs to. Let's have a look. What have we got here? That is going to go. Let's try and get his. Sorry, I'm just dithering here while I think about his shirt and how his shirt works. And there was something wrong with his arm. So it sort of goes to the it's going to come right round. Like that. And so his arm is actually going draw a wee line there. So that comes, sorry, I just gotta fix this bit here. That goes like that. There we go. Sometimes when I'm painting, I just miss it. Pain wise, no. Okay, fantastic. That means your foot's really sore, doesn't it, Donna? Sorry about that. I hope the swelling's gone down. What was I saying? Yeah, my sister-in-law rolled her ankle really badly. I hope she's gone to the doctor actually. It looked broken to me. YouTube is not receiving enough. Just let me know if the stream's working properly for you all, because it's giving me some error messages. And I was Googling that today, which normally takes me to Reddit, the forum of the internet. And people were saying, oh, just YouTube's funny. Just does what it wants sometimes. But it'd been really good last year, so I'm a little disappointed it's playing up at the moment. So if it's not streaming properly, if you could let me know, and I'll try and fix that. Maybe turn some settings down. This is just a pure permanent red that I'm using at the moment, just mapping in still the sort of colour spots of where things are going to be. And I want his arm to be quite orange, but we'll need some redness. Well, I was quite excited. The other day I was looking for, this is pastel matte paper that I'm using, and it's fairly pricey. There's a new paper I want to try this year, but it hasn't reached New Zealand yet. I'm really pleased that they've done it. It's Canson, who've been going for, I don't know, 100 plus years. And their paper became quite sort of unpopular as pastel matte took off, and they've come out with a velour paper that's uses a similar technique of coating the paper with a, see, this one's coated with cellulose and it gives it the grip. So you put your pastel on and you can flick the paper and pastel doesn't fall off. It's very sticky. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to trying that. But the pan pastel, not pan pastel, the pastel mat, I found a new supplier of it, and it's almost 40% cheaper. So it's been said that when critics look at a painting, they get together and they'll discuss the composition and they'll pull it all to bits, but when artists get together, they talk about where to get the cheap supplies. Let me check Donna's. Okay, so the stream's still going. Okay, well, maybe it's just a message on my side. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how Cheryl is. Sorry. Donna, she really damaged. She really went for a nasty tumble, and her foot was looking swollen. Looked really painful to me. She's so stoic. So we'll just get a bit of this. I just love the immediacy of pan pastel, and it's been nice. This doing stuff from the studio. I've occasionally had feedback from some who have watched the videos and said, "Oh, I'm going to give those pan pastels a go." And I think that's great because they're quite an innovation for pastel painting. This is just some ochre I'm laying in. Slowly his the shape of his arm will start to come to life. But always trying to find the direction of where the bones and muscles are going. What's this one? This is red iron oxide. Let's get a little bit of hue going. Start working in some of that turquoise because we can. We're allowed to. Just describing, it'll blend in. Just want it to tell me where everything sits. And so you start seeing sort of a mess of colours. And well, that's what blocking in is all about. You're looking for, what are you? You are your orange. I still want red. What was I using for red? This one. We're gonna blend a lot of this, but I need to get some under colours going, and then we can lighten and darken them as we go. Gotta start with something. It's that lovely orange. And his arm, I don't want it to be in sharp relief. I want it to be interesting so that the eye sort of travels to it. But the focus of the painting is in here. So like, if I can just check my shot. So down in here, I've been working on, let's go, where do I want to go? Sorry, let's just bring you over to here. So I've been working on his bracelet, just getting the shapes sorted, and I need to dull this right back. So once I've got the shapes, I need to fade it away. So his arm needs more contrast, and fix up his hand and do her straps. But if I leave that and make it even more detailed, it's just, it's not right for the painting. Let's go to his arm. Oh, this new camera is great. Get my face out of the picture. There we go. So already you can start to see some shape happening around the arm. Still got lots of work to do on that muscle, but we're starting to get a 3D bit of pop going there. This is going to have some pop. I've got this angle's not right. I need to keep working on this. Something's off there. Oh, there's a message. Sorry, Donna, let me just read my messages. My doc told me any intro. Yes. There's something a bit fishy. You're very jerky. So you were picking up the lag. But it sorted itself, so I don't know, Donna. I will turn down some settings. Yeah, it tells me I've dropped frames. I'll try and fix that for the next episode. The recorded episode should be fine. It's just when it's streaming live it can be problematic. And I'm not sure why, because we've got such good internet. It's just YouTube being YouTube. What can you do? think it must be nearly time for me to have a refill. I'm fairly happy with progress today. It's lovely to be back back in the studio and painting, but also to be building something with pen pastels again. Pen pastels, how I've missed you. Although I think on my next painting I've got this lovely set of buttery soft pastel sticks, and I want to be using those. Lovely. Let's get some marks in there for the knuckles. Yeah, excellent. All right, well, Donna, thank you for your comments, putting up with the show even when it wasn't streaming the way it could be. Where are we? So let's see if we can get a picture. That's the reference photo I'm aiming for, and this is, let's go to a better shot than that. Here we go, let's do that again. So that's what I've done so far, and this is what I'm going for. Now the reference photo is a lot darker. I won't be going to that sort of camera contrast. I'm going for something much lighter. But yeah, I think his arm's starting to, you know, it's a big mess. That's okay. It's all the bits that are supposed to be there are starting to get dialed in, and then we just adjust to make it look more realistic. So that'll happen during the week and on the next stream. So until next time I see you, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're watching this on the playback, thank you very much, and have a very good day, and we'll see you again. Cheers.